Okay, awesome. Well, we've got Brett Reed here. Brett, thank you so much for joining us today for another Home Buying Guys video review.
Thanks, Lance. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Another one in the books. And, we like to do this for every transaction. It's hard to track people down, though, once that big check clears, I'll be honest. So I appreciate you joining us. It's the 2 days before Christmas, but
Hey, I'm
um,
happy to do it. Y'all were great.
awesome. Well, let me just start a few questions. Let's just start. How did you find the Home Buying Guys? How'd you find us?
I found y'all on Facebook. I had started looking for like an open door type thing, and your ads started popping up in my Facebook page.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, we're getting some traction there. There's a lot of funny comments, but hey, we love all of them because that means people are seeing them. So glad you were one of them. Tell us a little bit about your situation. You mentioned Open Door, which Open Door typically buys retail, level homes with an offer. That was very similar to your situation.
Yeah, I have some friends that have been with Open Door in the past, so I know how they operate, and figured that some of the smaller groups might offer me a better price, and I knew that my house would, with a little bit of work, could sell for a lot more money than I could at the moment, and frankly, I was moving across the state for work, and I just didn't want to deal with having that having to do that work, having to list the property while I was out of town, and then I wouldn't be able to buy a house in my new city. So contacted about 3 or 4 of these groups, y'all included off Facebook, and Lance, you I think dialed me within 10-15 minutes, had a good conversation, and so when y'all came out, it was you made me feel at ease, and offered me a fair price for it.
Yep, and I'll never forget that appointment because it was, your home was so nice. The Reed's house was in North Dallas, an area that is turning over because people are putting $100,000 and just updating them to make them worth upwards of $500,000 and beyond that. And so I just knew this was going to be something we needed Adam to list and use the realtor side of our business and I could tell you didn't want to go that route, but then because there was so many inconveniences. You had virtual learning for all the kiddos,
Mhm.
in and out. You were going to be traveling, so the showings were going to be a mess. You didn't want to quite have to look what was behind y'all's kids' art wall. Y'all had that whole wall with all your kids' art projects, and y'all wanted no part of painting that and getting it ready so people could come look at it or what. And so
Yeah, the
you
house
were
needed some work, sure.
but it was just cosmetic. It was just, every house of anyone watching this has a door jamb that's been kicked a few too many times and things like that. And that's all it was. And so uh, I was really trying to get you to go the retail route because I didn't want you to leave any money on the table. And then you kind of sat me down and you said, Lance, here's what I need to do. Here's my net. I think we're really close. How can we work on that? And it was a little bit more than I was going to offer. It was about 20 or 30,000 higher than I felt comfortable with because of the price of this home. It limits the size of the buying pool, right? When you get up into the mid 350s, 360s, there's so many people that are looking for those homes, that can afford those homes, and then are willing to put a little bit of work into those homes. And so, but I was like, you know what? Let's start at your number. And let's just see if I can't move it, if I can't find an investor that's looking to do exactly what's happening in this neighborhood, and through some partnerships, we were able to get it done. We set up a showing for that following week. Guy showed up just as we planned, and it was seamless. We went under contract immediately and closed about 2 days after our original plan of closing. But why don't you tell people about that? So once we knew we were closing, everything was good. Can you give people an idea of the level of support we offered you just in terms of being able to stay in communication and things like that?
Yeah, I was. I'll admit I was nervous. I've told you after closing that I had been nervous the whole time through because of, some of what I've heard about flippers in the past. But you and Adam were with me every step of the way. Y'all, I think would text back within seconds, and I, as the process went on, I felt more and more comfortable, and knew that I was going to get the exact price that we had agreed on. That was most important to me, that there wasn't going to be any, shenanigans on your buyer's side, since you weren't the actual buyer.
Right.
That kept me up a little at night, but everything went seamless and perfect. And I had absolutely zero issues closing and closing on the price that we had agreed on. So it was great experience.
Excellent. Well, you couldn't have said it any better. And so I'll end you with this, man. Would you mind recommending Home Buying Guys to any other people in the same scenario, family, friends?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think for the situation we were in, if you're not wanting to do all that rehab and fixing up your house and want to get out to a new place soon, then this was the fastest and easiest and most stress-free way to go. So I'd absolutely recommend y'all.
Awesome. Well, we can't thank you enough. No, it takes clients like you that allow us to be partners in the transaction and look at what your goals are, and then how can we help execute those. And so it was a team effort, and it's customers like you that make this so fun. So you guys are now in San Antonio. You're actually in your new house. I see some custom shutters. I see a barn
Yeah.
door. So y'all got a little bit nicer finish out down there than you had up here.
Yeah. Hopefully we can keep it this nice.
I love it. I love it. Well, if you need anything from me, I'm a text away. Would love to stay in contact. And thank you so much for hopping on and recommending the Home Buying Guys.
All right. You got it. Thanks, Lance.
Thank you. Bye-bye.